So welcome to our 21-day meditation. I just put up challenge because everybody, says it's a challenge. Might not be a challenge, but we're in challenging times. And this 21-day meditation is kind of unique because it's live. It's in real time energetically. And also it will live on YouTube on day 1, day 2. So you'll be able to follow it as a series in the future, which then this will be in the past. But we're in the present. So when physicists say the past, present, and future is happening simultaneously, we are in it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to, since an executive order was placed by Governor Cuomo to pause, and this is pause and joy, we're going to see where this takes us. And what has come through are two things. Obviously, the word pause means temporarily suspend. And this is what we are in today. We're in a temporary suspension. It might be of your work. It might be of your housekeeper. It might be temporary of your business. It might be a temporary of your help, of your family being able to come around, of being able to have your birthday this year. This is all temporary. And pause is a momentary suspension, a momentary moment for us to be in. And one of the totem animals that I chose for pause and joy, because joy is symbolized by the hummingbird, and the hummingbirds pause beautifully. If you've ever seen a hummingbird, it's moving its wings at the fastest thing I think on earth, but it's so perfectly still but moving, and that's kind of like us. Everything's still in vibration, but we're being very still right now. And you can use the hummingbird. If you're new to meditation, you may want to visualize a hummingbird just being suspended and looking at you, and just being with that for the next 15 minutes. That's all we're going to do, 15 minutes. And it's much easier to drop into meditation when there are other people that can drop in. I say drop in because I like that expression, to drop in deeper or faster, and all of a sudden you realize you haven't been thinking for 15 minutes. If you find it difficult, maybe you want to do this for 5 minutes when you listen to it back and build up to it. This is your decision. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about patience. P for patience. We're going to take all the letters, but the word patience has been coming through. And whether this is a forced patience with ourselves, our family, our children, the government, neighbors, whatever it is, we are getting to practice patience. And a lot of people want to know when this ends. And it ends when it ends. But right now, we have to be patient, and we have to isolate, and we have to, in some people who are watching this, they're self-quarantining because they may have been exposed And if we don't, we will become a patient if we're not patient. But that's also a little like life when this isn't going on. It's a little like life when we become really impatient with the doing. And I think there's a lot of information out there of what we need to do and what we could do. But I think I want to kind of create a space over this period to do it together. I could come on here and talk about breath work and talk about, but I'd rather do some breath work with you. I'd rather do some meditation with you, because we all want to collectively come together. And it's time for the doing. It's time for doing this practice. So let's begin with the practice as we bring in patience. Because that's what happens in life. You know, when we are stressed and we become impatient, we start to miss opportunities. We start to become snippy. We start to become stressed at ourselves, berating ourselves, and the self-talk can become very destructive. So, for those of you who are new, we're just going to sit. As you can see, I don't have a back to my chair. And this is the challenge for some of you, to be able to not lean against something. And we do this because we want to get the spine strong. But if you need to lean back at 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 12 minutes, because that's where you're at, and we're strengthening the spine so that it's strong enough to hold yourself up in sitting position, but soft enough for the energy to move through the body. So, if you're sitting with a back chair, try and not lean into it. If that's only for 30 seconds and then you need to lean in, lean in. Just honor where you're at and what your needs are. So let us start our meditation. And I'm going to be sending you energy, because we're all in different states of consciousness. We're all in different runs. We're all in different challenges. So just like in life, there may be a ticking clock in the room. You know, let's turn off our phones. Put do not disturb. You know, you can flick it up and put that on in your phone. We have our little dogs walking around and making sure that that's also part of the meditation. You could put yourself in a soundproofed room and be in this Zen space for 15 minutes. But unfortunately, you're going to have to go out there into the world. And there's going to be things that are going to activate you. And you have to learn to be with those things, but breathe through it. Whether that is your children, you know, being bored right now and really disturbing your Zen space, or any kind of space if you have some space. So we have to allow for all of that to be around us when we are in meditation. We have to allow the distractions. We have to allow the phone ringing and allowing it to ring, and not getting irritated at yourself that you didn't switch off your phone and, oh my God, I did it wrong. Maybe it was supposed to happen that way. It's okay. You know, you'll figure this out. along the way. We've got 21 days together. I know. Don't worry, I won't wear this white t-shirt every day. But I did put on my bee necklace because we're going to have to be together. You're going to have to be patient today. So that's the bee. As Ram Dass said, be here now. If there's any book that you want to go through right now, that's it. Be here now. Just be here. So, let us begin. And I'm going to put my energy on. And hey, maybe you're watching this at another time, or maybe you have to put your energy on as well. Your force, the thing that you connect to. I connect through Reiki, which really is a very normal word in Japan. It's spiritual conscious energy, whether you call that divine, whether you call that the light of lights, whether you call that source, with ki. Ki is prana, ki is chi, ki is the life force energy that goes through all of us, goes through the plants, goes through all animals and humans and life forms and the oceans. So with those two things combined, that's what I'm going to be sending to you when we're meditating. So there's other people on here that are going to be connecting into that. Other people will be connecting into their prayer work. Other people will be connecting into, you know, a visual yantra. So whatever it is for you, let's all just come together and do it. And support one another in this time of patience and pause and being in it. So as I said earlier, try your hardest, but if you have to lean in, that's for you to know, that's for you to ascertain, that's for you to deliberately know whether you need to lean back. But try and keep away from leaning into a chair. But soften the face. Take a nice deep breath and then release. Soften the hips. Really feel yourself grounded in your chair. And if you like, you can keep your eyes open. But most people close their eyes in meditation because it's easier to go within. And I want you to soften the belly. And any noise from outside or in the room, I want you to make that part of the meditation. Make that part of the here and the now. I want you to soften across your chest and your collarbone. And your face. Soften the tongue. Soften around the eyes. try and allow the inhale and the exhale to be equal and soft. I want you to know that the more you pause in this moment, like the hummingbird's wings, there's a ripple of calm that goes out to the people that need it. The people in your block or street, or in your home, people in your neighborhood, people that you don't even know. Even my voice is becoming part of your meditation. But it's not even important what I say, because you're already in it. Allowing yourself to receive that energy. To be that gateway, that funnel. That brings in patience. Activating the antibodies. In your body through this pause. as you observe the breath, I want you to connect, we'll experience together and to the breather. Be the breather of the breath. Feel that energy building with the breath. As you and the breather become one force, an energy. Take a nice deep breath. Feel yourself sitting in the chair again. Feel that expansion, that space in the chest that you've given yourself. You've allowed to come in. And thank you. We will do this every day for the next 21 days, and I look forward to seeing where this goes and what will come through and what we'll experience together, and maybe what messages will come up and what sense of stillness you'll receive from this, or just a change that's going to happen, because it is going to happen. And the transformation is upon us, and it was good. Thank you all for sharing your energy